So, let's start off today in our Sukhasana, easy sitting pose. Finding, of course, any position of the legs that is comfortable to you, but ideally we have them crossed and in front of us. Big triangle of space between the legs, your body weight coming back into your sit bones, and bring yourself into a little butt squeeze here as well. So your glute muscles, your sit bone muscles, you're gonna just kind of squeeze your butt. And when you do that, it kind of feels like you just sort of lifted. So if you were to pulse it, if you were to squeeze and let go and squeeze and let go very fast, it would look like you're bouncing, right? So we're just gonna try and hold that squeeze while you're sitting here. If you carry a little tension in your low back, you're gonna feel that right away. That little bit of activation can actually feel really nice there. Find a position with your hands that feels good to you. Roll the shoulders back and down a couple times. And then close your eyes. Shifting your attention to your breath. Keeping that sit bone muscle contraction, that awareness and the ability to keep the contraction helps you stay present, and it also reveals to you anytime your mind wanders away, because when your mind wanders, the muscles will start to relax as you stop paying attention to them. Move the breath deeply through the belly, through the chest, tongue at the bottom of your mouth. Take a moment to simply recognize and acknowledge any desires, any wants that you have or that you have had during this day. No judgments, just knowing. Any wishes. And just sort of acknowledge how many desires or wishes that you've noticed. And then shift your attention. How many times, how often have you been grateful today? How often have you thought to yourself, thank you? Thankful for this breath that we are able to move in and out of our bodies. Thankful for this life, this physical ability to be here on this mat, to move our bodies, to have this time. There's a lovely quote that says, just saying thank you is enough. Or also the wording is, if all you ever say is thank you, it is enough. Just recognizing to let go of all those desires. Many of those things probably that we don't actually need. To shift our attention to the things we have. And practicing that gratitude today. As we inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold, and the amount. Just mounting heavy, or you can walk the arms and torso side to side, taking any forward fold variation that you like. We'll be here for a few more breaths. And gently walk it up. From here, change the cross of your legs. And our inhale, reach the arms out and up. Take a twist to the right. Exhale. Right hand behind you, left hand presses at the outside of your right leg, or you can push at the inside of your left thigh. Either one, you can play with both and see which one you like. Gazing far back behind you, or find movement through the neck, stretching, easing out any tension you're holding there. Return into center. Inhale to lift. Touch palms, look up. Exhale, bring it over to your left. Right in our practice, if for any reason you've eaten recently, making sure that any poses where you're on the belly or taking a twist like this, you actually take it a little gentler, right? If your belly is full for any reason, maybe you just couldn't wait to eat, it's okay. Just take your anything that kind of focuses in the belly, take that a little bit gentler, right? Because we don't want things to sort of come back up. We want them to settle nicely in the belly. So just being aware of that. You know, ideally, we do our practice in an empty stomach, but you know, sometimes it's hard. Let's do our twist one more time. Inhale, lift up to sky, touch palms. Exhale over to the right. We won't hold this one as long, but we'll hold it for a moment.
You give your hand to me, and then you
inhale up to sky.
And I can
exhale over to your left.
My heart is beating so, and anyone can tell. You think you know me well.
And inhale to the sky, touch palms, look up. Forward fold, exhale, take it forward and down one more time, and take again anything that you love to do here.
Who dreams of you at night and longs to kiss your lips and longs to hold you tight. I'm just
walk it up.
That's all I've
From here, you're going to take your legs and actually open them into a very small straddle pose. So it's about kind of a 45-degree angle, I would say. Even if you're able to do a huge straddle, don't do that yet, right? Flex your feet, toes are spread. You can kind of give your toes a little wiggle or the ankles a little wiggle if you want. Warm up. And let your legs be firm. So press the legs into the ground, squeeze your butt muscles. If you were to touch the top of your thighs, they'd feel very firm under your hands. That's what we're looking for there. Inhale, reach the arms up and open. You're going to sweep them out to the sides, and exhale, come just halfway down. Breathe right here. I squeeze your shoulders back on the spine. No rounding at the spine. Really pick your heart up and open. And then just drift your torso over toward that right thigh. Still in this halfway position. Feel that stretch. Both sit bones stay down. Drift over to the left thigh like you're flying. And inhale, come straight up to center. We're going to do a little sweeping motion. Going to the right, you exhale, fly the arms and sweep right to left and all the way up. Inhale. So you can go at your own pace, and I'm going too fast or slow. Exhale, left and down. Do it one more time. Right and up.
A chance that
left
you might love me too.
And up. Stay here to the heart. The legs stay just the way they are, and your right foot is going to come in towards your body. Yeah? Sitting tall, you have to walk it forward. Breathe.
The one who loves you so. You don't
As it feels good, as your body is opening, start to kind of walk your torso over to this left leg as much as you can. Breathe.
Well, you don't know me.
Now, it's always so easy for the mind to sort of wander off into negative space. It's very easy for us to pay attention to negative or dramatic things, especially since those are the things that are usually fighting for our attention. But you recognize anytime the mind's getting a little bit overwhelmed with that, and we shift to that gratitude again, right? Instead of all those things going wrong or all those things we don't have, we shift it to all the things that are right in front of us, that we do have, that we love, things inside of us, relationships we have.
Please come close, for I
And walk it up. So that little straddle again, and then left leg comes in. Inhale, sitting tall, or flex the foot, spread the toes, firm up your thigh, and walk it down. We're trying not to let the right leg be lazy here, yeah? Keep it active.
longing for, yearning not to be forgotten in an age where music is
Right, you can stay here. We're going to start to just slowly crawl over to that right leg. And the amount. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Crawling the belly and the ribs forward.
speaks of great and mighty things, teaching us what the peace of heaven brings. We must give to all the others.
And gently walk it up. Please open up that straddle. So here we're going to open the straddle as big as we can. So maybe the 45 degrees is where you were. Maybe go a little bit wider. Yeah? Guess what? If you're super wide, like I am, you're going to have a little bit of a challenge. Arms out. Inhale. Sitting tall, reach. Halfway down. Exhale. Hold it. You're feeling how your legs have to activate your core. Squeeze shoulders back. Open up the chest. Spread the toes. And let the hands come down and just start to walk it down any amount. Make sure your toes are going to face up toward the sky the whole time. Don't let them roll forward. Looking for your inner thigh stretch. I like to sway. I like to shift back and forth. That's me. You can do it too if you like. And walk it up, inhale. How about your legs? Breathe them in. Let the legs come out in front of you. Give them a little shake out. From here, coming into all fours, tabletop. Arms under shoulders, knees under the hips. Find your cats and cows. Inhales to open belly and heart, looking up. Exhales to round and push the ground away. Keep it going. Feeling free to add movement, hips, neck, anything that feels good. Diving into your body, into your joints, exploring those sensations you're creating. And feeling free to always rotate the hands around and stretch into your wrists anytime. Cat-cow is just a beautiful sort of warming up place.
Texas is hot, I can be cold. Grandma cried when a pierce my
Your next breath, come to neutral spine. Stay here. I'm going to turn so you can see it better. Bring the knees together, and then take your feet and then swish them over to the right. Yeah. From here, now just turn to look toward those feet, and look, if we can, toward the right hip. You might have to do a little shifting because you're searching for a contraction of the oblique in the right side and an opening stretch of the side body on the left.
I'm gonna do it my way, it'll be alright. If we burn it down and it takes some
Inhale, come back through center. And your exhale, the feet and your shoulders, head, torso go to the left. Breathe. Great sensation.
In Tennessee, the sun's going down, but in Beijing, they're heading out to work.
Inhale, center. Let's go single breath. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more time. Center. And right. Center. Left. Make it go a little bit deeper. And center. Alright, stay here. I'm going to angle myself and see it better. We're going to take the right forearm down to the ground. From here, right arm, just make sure I remember which, yes, the left knee, right arm, left knee, so opposite, right? Opposite leg. You're going to bring the left knee onto the arm. Now you're controlling the pressure and the amount of weight you moving it, and you're using your knee to massage. Now pump your right fist the whole time. I want you to work that knee all the way up into the crook of the elbow, which is just below it from the knee or the forearm, and all the way down into the wrist itself. Again, if you've experienced any kind of pain, back off. Don't push so hard or avoid that area. If you've got a pretty bony knee, ooh, you're lucky. Use that. You tend to work at a desk, computer, keyboard a long time, this is going to be really good for you. And release. Stretch it out a little bit. Hopefully that right arm already feels very different. And other side. Left forearm, angle, left forearm down. So it's the right knee that comes up and massage. Okay, so see, yeah. And pump your left fist the whole time. Wiggle the fingers around. This kind of keeps the muscles and everything working so that you don't over push, and it kind of keeps everything, the circulation going there as well.
Sunrise, sunrise, looks like morning in your eyes, but the clock tell 9:50.
It's very normal to find kind of tingly spots with this, so that's okay. Tingly's fine. You don't want to go numb. If you're going numb anywhere, you're pushing too hard, you're not pumping the fist.
And I said, ooh.
And return. Come back onto your sit bones. And then we're going to bring our arms up above the heart space, so inversion. And you're going to shake your hands, alternating side to side and up and down. So side, side, up, down. Here we go. Get real floppy. And we want to keep this going until our fingers feel really fat, chubby, and weird. And then you know you've flushed your blood all the way up into your fingertips. So when your fingers feel all strange and weird and fat and chubby, then you can let it relax and just slowly take some more circles. You probably feel real tingly. I do. My right hand feels real tingly from that. It's like in a good way. It's like, that's nice. So really, really nice. We massaged and we opened and then we flush up and we flush it down, and there's really, really good circulation, really good for opening up things here. If you've ever had any wrist issues today or ever, just take kind of this, these motions are real nice. Okay, let it go. Whew. So we're going to, you're facing forward, right? I'm going to turn this so that I'm facing the same way as you almost. And we're going to take this right, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it, actually. Sorry, to the leg. We are going to come on down to your back. So scoot forward. Yeah, come on down to your back. Take your spinal rolls back and up. A little brain fart. And stay on the back. Take your knee circles or your hug. We're just trying to massage or open up the low spine. Bring the bottoms of your feet down to the mat and touching. Bring the right knee into the chest, hug. And then I'm a big fan of these lately. You can almost push into the bottom foot and lift that tailbone. Kind of tilt and lift the tailbone up and off the floor a little bit. And again, it just feels, if you're like me, you carry a lot of tenderness down the sacral spine. It just feels so good. I like to do a little hip wiggle too. And then switch. Left knee comes in. Just hug or hug and lift your tailbone up. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed and take it down. All right. From here, you're going to roll over onto the right side of the body. You're going to take your top leg, place it in front of the bottom leg. Bottom leg straight out along the ground. So your choice to rest on your arm or on your hand, whatever is comfortable. Top knee is the hip is open and pressing outward. Don't let this knee fall down. It's going to want to. From here, back or bottom leg, give it a lift and a pulse up and down. Just pulse. Spread your toes. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'll always love you and make you happy. And then keep that leg up for a moment. Nothing else could come between. But if you leave me to and let it come down. Nice. Keep the legs the way they are. You're going to come up on your hands. And kind of bring your torso around a little bit. This is my left hand. It's going to reach across and search with my right foot. So you're going to have to adjust a little bit and see if you can grab that foot. Maybe it comes a little bit forward. You can bring that leg forward. And if you can't grip it, it's okay. You can walk over as much as you like. Please don't take So even if you can't find your foot, you found hopefully maybe an ankle or a calf, right? You found the leg at least. You're holding on to whatever you found. You're going to kind of pull back a little bit so that your arm gets pulled straight. There's a little stretch in the arm there. From there, this is my left shoulder. You're going to start to dip the shoulder that's gripping down. If you feel comfortable going lower, you can come down to this other elbow. Try to touch that gripping hand shoulder to the ground. Well, the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing. Big twist. You're stuck out in the same old storm. You really pull back through those toes. You can get a nice hamstring stretch. Go straighten that bottom leg. Top knee, press out, open the hip. If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors. And slowly we start to reverse. Returning down. I know what, actually, return to your side. And realign. So now, let's let this top knee come all the way down to the floor. Yeah? And then your back leg, bottom leg, bend. And if we can, grab the foot. This is my right leg, my left hand, maybe you're mirroring me. And hug the foot in. Press through the thigh and the knee and try to find a stretch in your quad. Top of the thigh. Breathe. Now this is going to open us into a twist. So you don't have to hold on to that back foot for the twist if you don't want to. What's going to happen is your bottom hand is going to come around to press this knee into the ground, my left knee. And then you're going to start to roll into the head, roll the shoulders down toward the floor, turn your torso up to the sky. Maybe your head turns to the left. Maybe you have both hands gripping. You can let go of that bottom leg and just have one hand pressing. Your choice. Recognize places in the body that you can soften. Keep scanning through your body. There's always a little extra place that you can soften that you didn't know you could. It'll all be alright. Sometimes we're holding on to tightness that we don't need to be. Just your habit, just your unawareness. And then we'll slowly let everything release and come onto the back. So recenter. Woo! Realign. And take your knee hug or circles again, right? Just a little reset. Feel any differences? Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. And from here. So I'm going to actually spin around so I can still face the camera. We're going to roll onto the left side, or the other side of the new hat. Top leg. Step the foot in front. Keep this knee open and up. Don't let it fall forward yet. Bottom leg, straighten it, firm it up, spread your toes, and give it a pulse. Maybe I hold you all those lonely, lonely times. Breathe. I guess I very simple exercise. You can do this while you're watching TV. This might probably crop up if you were listening to a podcast, or a song, doing yoga.
I just never took the time.
And then hold that leg up for a moment.
But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
And letting the leg come down. Begin to walk yourself up. Kind of spin yourself around. And reaching hand all the way over to the foot. If it doesn't find foot, find leg or ankle. Pull those toes back, but if you can't, you can be up high on the hand or down to the elbow and try to straighten this extended arm, a little stretch there. Top leg still open, right? Stay high here or try to dip that shoulder down. The head would turn the opposite way of the shoulder. Breathe.
Little things I should have said and done. I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
And slowly reverse. Walk it back around. Return to the side of the body. And then let this top knee now drop to the ground.
It's hard
Back leg. Then
to see the parting.
reach the hand back for the foot. Hug it in.
Gone.
Press through the knee and the thigh.
When both our minds
Look for that quad stretch. And explore around if needed.
so
And for this side, I have to roll my hips, my front of the hips into the ground a bit, roll into the top of my back thigh, press it in, and that's where I feel it.
curse the thought of your existence, loving every flaxen hair.
Alright, and then from there, we bring the bottom hand around to keep this, extend this front leg nice and grounded, head to the floor, and then start to roll your chest to the ceiling, start to roll your shoulders to the ground. Again, your choice to hold on to that back foot, or you can just let it relax and open up. Turning the head to the right, the opposite way of the legs.
On its dizzy
Breathe. And close your eyes here.
tears me down to basic sorrow, useless.
And scan up and down the body continuously, softening your body a little bit more each time.
The sea of parting turns to sand of summer gone. When both our minds are warped with parting, break the thought of nights alone. Flesh cries out, don't move, don't leave me. Conscience runs till out of breath. Sunrise pregnant with your leaving, creeping in like certain death.
Slowly release it. Return to center on your back. Take your time. Taking any little releasing movements you need. I like knee squeezes to hugs. So from here,
Imagine
I'm trying to get you to a little bit differently. Okay, so you're going to have your feet, like you're hugging your knees in, and your feet are kind of down here by your tailbone, right? Or by your pelvic floor, wherever the feet are. Keep your feet down this way. Open your knees a little bit, and let your hands slide forward and try to grab around your ankles or your shins. It's right wherever you can naturally reach, right? Some of us it's right around the front of the knees. That's okay. Lie down toward the ankles if you can. Now let this feet come a little bit lower. A little bit more room. And try to press your knees toward the front of the room, right? So if your knees were up here, right, we have them up into our chest, you're sort of like opening them out wide and then moving them forward. Imagine that your legs, everything would touch the front wall, so it's actually pulling your arms. Your feet can be, bottoms of the feet can be touching, or it can just be the big toes, whatever feels good. For me, both feel pretty good. It isn't hard to do. Soften your shoulders and let the shoulders get pulled along with this. Nothing to kill or die for. Big belly breath. No religion too. Imagine all the people. And then returning an open, happy baby. Life for peace. You. Feel free to rock side to side. That I'm a dreamer. But I'm not. Feel free to extend a leg up to the sky. Go over and then the other. You'll join us. And the world will live as one. Or you can extend a leg out to the side. Imagine and the other. Possession. And just feeling what you need. Do you need more inner thigh, more back of the thigh? Wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. And from here, return to that cobbler stretch we just had. The bottoms of the feet toward each other or touching. Grab onto ankles or shins and move, press the legs forward. Arms and shoulders being pulled down. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not. And return the knees into your chest. Wrap and hug, little rocks. Close it all up. Someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. We come into our last pose, Shavasana. Extending out and open as it is comfortable to you. Resting at the center, the back of your head. Closing the eyes, covering the eyes if you have something to do so with. Allow your body to melt, settle into the ground. Your breath becoming more luxurious. Exhales longer than your inhale. With each inhale, recognize one blessing in your life. As you exhale, saying silently, thank you. For most of us, I imagine there's recognition of blessings very external. You bring that awareness internally. Gratitude for yourself, your body. And begin to move your breath more and deeper. Begin to return movement to your body. Taking any stretch as you feel you need. Yawns, wiggle of the tongue or the jaw. Walking the feet in, rolling over to either side of the body. Making our way up to any comfortable sitting position. Hopefully you realize how much you actually have and how little you actually need. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, stretching tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. We extend this gratitude to each other as we say, Namaste.